Hmm. Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum. The topic we are going to discuss today is about biodiversity. Now, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity is the number of types of organisms present in a particular place at a particular time. That is, all the different varieties of organisms that are present at a particular place at a particular time that makes up the biodiversity of that area. Now, as you all know, that the planet has a large number of different types of organisms. All the different types of organisms, they make up the biodiversity of the planet Earth. What is phylogeny? Phylogeny is a term which we use to specify the relationship among organisms. As we all know that in biology, we believe that organisms are, they have similarities among themselves and they ultimately end up to a common ancestor. That is, we all have risen from a common ancestor that is probably is bacteria. So phylogeny shows you the interrelationship among organisms, how they are related to each other. The evolutionary relationship among organisms is called phylogeny. Now we can also show phylogeny among organisms through a diagram which is called a evolutionary tree or a phylogenetic tree. It looks like this. A phylogenetic tree looks like this. As you know, it's a basic type of a tree I have drawn, which shows that we all originate having three different domains that are present in the biological world, in which we categorize all the living organisms. That is domain bacteria. They are prokaryotes, domain archaea. They are also prokaryotes, but they are ancient type of bacteria. So they have some differences, but they are both prokaryotes. And then is domain eukarya. In domain eukarya, eukaryotic type cell and eukaryotic cell having organisms including, for example, plants, animals, fungi, and protozoans and all that. These kingdoms are present in eukarya. So they all have a common ancestor. They end up in common ancestor. So they all arise from a, this is the evolution concept we have in biology. So to show the relationships among organisms, we have a diagram which is called phylogenetic or evolutionary tree. The diagram to show the relationship among organisms. The nearer two organisms are in a phylogenetic tree, the more they are interrelated to each other. For example, the two organisms in a one lies here and the other is here and the third one is here. They are more similar to each other as compared to this and this organism. They are farther apart, so they are more different. They'll be having more differences as compared to they will be more similar to each other. Now, by here I have explained that why we use phylogenetic tree, why it's known. So we can trace the evolutionary relationship among organisms. That is, we can trace the evolutionary relationship among organisms, how they are commonly related. For example, the two species of plants that are more interrelated will be close to each other in an evolutionary tree as compared to the plant species that are different. For example, a tree and a shrub will be more farther apart in a phylogenetic tree. So we can see the ancestor in a phylogenetic tree. We can see the similarities among organisms. The nearer they are on a phylogenetic tree, the more they are interrelated, and the differences among organisms can also be shown. That is, the farther apart they are, they'll be having different genetic makeup. Yes, you can also determine the closeness of the genetic material also. The organisms that are near in a phylogenetic tree, they'll be having similar genetic makeup, same or similar type of gene setup they'll be having in their genome, as compared to the organisms which are farther apart in evolution, they'll be having different type of genetic makeup. Hope it's clear.